There will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 31 and a low of 24.